Welcome
back.
Well, we never need to get that time. Like, we need to count out, like, make sure we know. Like,
okay, but to be honest, I kind of forgot what it was that you said at the beginning. In my mind, I want to say good morning.
Don't ever say that in my presence. Don't ever in your life say it.
I know. And then I'm like, it can't be good morning because Eno hates good mornings. And then I'm like, okay, what is it that we say? What's up, you guys? Nope, that's not it.
Welcome, Uganda. Hello, Uganda. No, but... And people always try to ask you, like, oh, what's the real reason why behind you hate, good mornings?
Good mornings.
And, like, in my opinion, I don't even know why I'm, like, getting into this. This is just such a weird topic. It's just respect that decision. If I said I hate ice cream, you're not going to be like, can I get the backstory of why you don't like ice cream? And I get it. Good morning is something that's super common with everybody, right? But how about it's just like, I don't like it. Well, why don't you like it? And it's just that weird thing of people trying to, like, impose. And I don't want to get too much get into any tea, but we had somebody specifically leave, like, our little circle because they felt some type of way about me doing that. And their reasoning for it is, like, I'm just trying to be nice to everybody, and you're, like, blocking out the niceness in your own shit. I'm like, okay. So I'm the bad guy here?
Yeah.
You knew the rules. Everybody knows coming in. Anybody that comes to Discord, everyone that comes to you, they know that coming in because I know how common it is. But I've only had it one time, which is pretty good. But I've only had it one time where somebody was like, no, that's a dumb rule. I'm not going to follow it. I'm gonna offended by that rule. Like, you're offended by a rule that I only keep in my immediate area. I don't impose it in other Discord. I don't impose it on Twitter. I don't impose it in really to anybody outside of it just doing it to me or in something that I, own. So, yeah, don't say good morning. Good morning, America. I didn't mean to cut you off. What's going on there?
No, I don't even think, like, there's so many other things that you could say instead of good morning.
Grand
Risings is the worst one for you.
Somebody, if you ever say Grand Risings to me, I just know I was debating blocking whatever contact I have with you. I'm sorry. I don't care if this gets archived and later on is brought back, like, why are you such a this is that. I'm like, bro, get your fake hotep having, like, just get out of my face. Grand Risings, your beautiful souls. Hope your celestial travels in the night was good. Like, bro, just say good morning or good night.
Don't even say good morning because you hate good mornings.
No, I'm just saying back in the day before it was an issue for me. And then I just, at one point I'm like, you know what? Cut it all out. Like, we're not gonna do that shit anymore. We're not gonna do this fake wusa
formalities, niceties.
If you don't even mean it, if you're just doing it for your thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have been preparing a few things because, guys, we're gonna open up about our marriage.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're gonna start spilling what's going on.
Okay. What's going on?
First of all, Kayla, I can see your face in the camera, right? Like, I saw your face. Like, what is this dude gonna say? What is he? Because I didn't vet this conversation. I don't know what's popping up. But this is the fun about the podcast because we're on the fly.
Yeah.
We can take criticism from each other on the podcast.
Can we?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I wrote a little bit more on the show run because one of the things that was, brought up to our attention is that, sometimes Kayla feels like she's carrying the podcast. And I know you people at home may be like, well, that's obvious, but we knew this already. But, hear me out. It's the crazy gates.
It is the crazy
double
gates. It should be dual.
So, it was brought to my attention that I need to participate more with the conversation of the podcast instead of just showing up. So, this podcast is primarily, thought out. And I even have a next week podcast idea that I'm putting together, so don't worry about it. And that's all we talked about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because usually it's, Kayla, what are we talking about this week? And then I have to write it all out and come up with ideas throughout the week. But now, Bino came up with every item on this list except for one because I just had a random question come up in my mind that I need to ask more about.
You need to work it out. We'll see it later in the show. We'll wait later in the show to unwind that. But yeah, I feel you. But yeah, that's a hard thing. How do you think, compared to how you used to be? Because let's be honest, not you. I'm not saying like you used to be like. I'm saying how you used to be as in general. like all of us used to be when we were younger, dealing with emotion. Because I look back, and my thought process to conclude into a situation that the other person is wrong, instead of me clearly just being like just a crazy person. I look back, I'm like, geez, I was kind of in the wrong for that. I did say I was gonna go. Now that doesn't mean that I haven't been wronged in the past.
Yeah.
All it just says is that there's been a lot of growing in between. So, how do you feel like you've grown in taking criticism or dealing with criticism, especially after being married?
You know what's funny?
Oh gosh.
One, I didn't really experience much criticism when I was younger. I don't know if it's because I just fell under the radar kind of thing. Like I don't know, I never did anything bad enough that required criticism. Or I truly don't know what it is. But I feel like as I've gotten older, I don't like criticism.
No, who likes criticism?
No, but like I feel like I'm handling it worse now than I did when I was younger.
What?
And I think it has to do with depression because the moment anybody criticizes me, I'm like, I'm the worst human being ever. Like it's all my fault. No. I get it. Like it's never. I'm mad at the person. Like I'm never mad at the person thinking like, oh, like you just don't know because like my way is right. Blah blah blah. Like it's none of that. It's immediate. You're right. I'm awful. Like it's. That's it.
It's not. You're great.
So just whenever there's like criticism, I'm just like, you're right. You're entirely everything that you're saying, facts. I'm an awful human being. I shouldn't be alive. Like
it gets so that's why I'm saying like, I mean I think you're handling it pretty well.
Thanks.
It takes you about a couple hours to get out of the phone, but you come back. Like you're here now.
I come back within a 24-hour window. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I just need some time to be quiet.
Bro, I'm the same way. And what do we call that? What do you call that period of post being angry? So both parties have said their piece. Both parties have agreed to the other parties, I guess, terms. And now there's like, all right, it's resolved. But you're not back to like, hugging and kissing and like, high
it's
five.
It's just weird.
What do you call that feeling? I know there's like a language, like somebody probably has like a language where there's a term for this. Like, what was that one weird term from like Portugal? Like, it's like, I don't know, when you get your dick stuck in something.
I don't know. You worked with the Portuguese, not me.
No. But like, I think you mentioned something on the podcast. Or you mentioned me sometime. Like, there's a specific in the language. Like, there's a term for getting your dick or hitting your dick on the table. It's like in German or something. I'm not gonna delay the podcast too much on it.
Yeah.
But there was a term that you mentioned to me. It's like it's in a different language, and it's a term. And I was sitting here like, why the hell? I think after we were on the podcast.
I'll see if I can Google it real quick.
It's like, why is there a term? Like, did it happen often enough that they needed a terminology for hitting your dick off the table?
Oh.
But,
I don't think we talked about it on the podcast. I think it was a TikTok that I showed you.
A TikTok?
Yeah.
Anyway, so why did I bring that up again?
I don't know.
I hate talking about pretended.
Oh, it's a Dutch word. Swaffelen.
Swaffelen, that's what it was.
Is a dick slap.
Mm-hmm. But taking criticism is never easy. So like, what is that term for?
Oh, that weird period. I don't know, but it's my least favorite part.
Why?
Is because there's always that one point where you want to be back to being regular with the other person, but you're not sure if they're ready to be back to normal with you. So you're just kind of both like looking at each other from across the room and then when you make eye contact, like you look away, like just in case, and then you're just like, like it's a weird transitionary period.
So I don't know. We've made very, specific mechanics in our relationships that sort of eliminate, the mundane. In a sense, like, I know you're gonna do it. I know you're eventually gonna do it. So just do it now. So that's where the there's a difference between playing and just talking and like, all right, just for real. Like, I know you're gonna do it eventually, but we need to do this ASAP, right? So relinquish stuff like that. But now we have this other problem, or not a problem, but like, a situation where after something happens, we both want to go back to things being normal because it's so much easier when things are being normal. And I get boobas. But then whoever takes the first step is like, not the loser, but it's like, it's the other person gets to come from the angle like, well, okay, well, if you want to, I guess I could. And then everything gets dissipated. So nobody wants to be that side. But I guess in the same breath, like, we want it to go back. So we need a term for that.
Yeah. Because the thing is, if I'm over it and, like, I'm ready to go back to normal, and I'm not sure if you are, I'm afraid to ask you. Because if I ask you if you're ready to go back to normal and you say no, you're still upset, then I'm going to get all mad all over again. so I just kind of wait.
So that I'm sitting here, not remember specifically, but there's a time when you're laying on the couch and I'm ready to go back to being normal. So, like, I touch your toes and I say like that, but, like, you still give me this, like, weird looking, like, and I just looked at you, like, too soon, and you're like, I'm like, okay. So I back off. And I know it's not me. It's just, you said some things earlier. There's still marinade on it. Like, I still have the open wound of what was said, so you can't just come back to it. So, again, what is that term?
I don't know.
Let's make it up. Let's make a term. We're able to feel it. So what's the word? So we have, I want to, you know what I'm thinking? I want it to be blemish in, like, so it's like a wart, zit, so something that could be like I'm thinking like this is the word that came to me instantly.
Crecephalous.
A soot wart. So like, what did you say?
Crecephalous.
Is that a real thing for something else?
No, it just sounds like a medical term.
I was just gonna say like a slang term, like a soot wart, or you got like the devil's touch, or like, oh, we got a soot wart right now. What's a soot wart? Well,
but I don't like the word wart.
Okay.
It just feels gross.
What do you say?
Crecephalous.
A Crecephalous. I feel like that's the word somewhere.
It might be.
Crecephalous. So, what is a Crecephalous, you may ask? It's that weird time period after getting an argument with a significant other or partner or even friend.
You're in the Crecephalous period.
I think that's the name of the podcast. The Crecephalous period.
I'll spell it out for you.
Bling. But yeah. So I do have some things I want to ask you. Switching gears. That was a nice little intro conversation. But would you rather you're blessed with the ability to talk with animals, any animal, even bugs?
Ooh.
That doesn't mean that you can convince them to do anything. But
but I can talk to them?
You can talk to them, and then if you're smart, because again, they're like second level thinking. There's like work, this, like, but you can be like, hey, I have candy here. Like you could eventually like persuade them to do things, but you can't just command them. Talk to every animal, or speak every language, earthbound or not. So if the alien thing come down, you could be a huge asset for not just your country, for the planet. What do you pick? Every language.
Every language.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm talking to animals, bro.
See, I was down for talking to animals until you said I couldn't convince them to do anything. And then I thought about how many animals and insects are on the earth and how that would just amplify the number of voices that I'm hearing on a daily basis.
I can tune into it. I have to be able to like see it. So if I see an ant walking, I'm like, hey, and he's like, what? Like I can.
Oh, so like I have to start the interaction, kind of thing.
Essentially, you just sort of have to because like animal will be doing its own thing.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna be like, hey, and you're like, oh, you speak skunk? Hello.
Okay.
It's not voices in your head.
Well, I wasn't really thinking voices in my head. Voices would be out loud. I would just be hearing them.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So, like, birds chirping right now, you just hear, Craig!
Yeah.
Craig!
Basically. And you know that I'm nosy and I have a hard time paying attention to other things when other interesting things are happening. So if the deer is having drama in the woods, I'm gonna be paying attention to it.
Facts!
Like,
bro, now that you mention it, like, just to say, like, there's birds squawking in the morning, hearing, like, bird beef, the birds that live by your house.
Yeah.
I've been
birds fucking?
a bird nut.
You could hear all the animals having sex.
Yeah, and how their thought process would be. I would go to the zoo. Okay, maybe not the zoo because they might be depressed animals and like they're not like, in a good mood anyway.
Yeah.
But like maybe like a safari zoo. I don't know. I'm just like when I hear like talking to animals, I'm just ready to go into Tarzan mode and just like switch up.
See, that's what I was thinking too. But then I really thought about it because you can't you could form relationships with animals, but.
If they're animals, like, I'm still gonna kill you though, because I'm an animal. But like, I mean, it's cool that you talk back. Like, prey doesn't usually talk.
You'd be able to talk to your meal before you eat it.
The deep when you're sitting there, like, he's praying right now. Like, no spoilers. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but just those who've seen The Boys, it's deep like that. So, final answer. You are going to go with every language. So let's just shorten back the answer, right? Straight up. You look at an animal, you can talk to that animal. We're talking no bugs, but just base animals. We'll eliminate the bugs. Okay. But on the other side, you just speak every human language. Period.
Yeah, I think every language.
Every language.
I think it would be more useful.
It would be more useful. You can turn a job into. You can turn make a whole career out of it. But like I'm thinking animals, like I could be like a phenomenon. I don't know. Like I'm trying to build alliances with chimpanzees and. And
because the thing is, on the off chance that an alien invasion happens in our lifetime, I'd be fine.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
you wouldn't.
No, I'll be sitting there. You would be sitting, in your business.
What, with your animal?
No. Let me paint the picture. Let me paint the picture. You be in your diplomat suit, esteemed diplomat, speaking every language. The mother of the future, because she basically aligns the entire world, and then there's gonna be Beast Eno, who has tamed the Amazon, and
except you wouldn't have tamed anything.
Listen,
you'd have maybe 10 animals that are loyal to you.
This is a 15-year ordeal, all right? You've had time to build up your skill.
And I still think because you hardly ever go outside, so how are you gonna
adapt. I can talk to animals. I'm in a different mindset now.
But you can't convince them of anything
yet. So, alien invasion happens.
Okay.
You're sitting in your business suit, like Washington's called you over.
I'm on the UFO already.
Like, you're out here talking about, but like, I'm out here protecting Earth. You're out here talking with these aliens. What if they were trying to, inseminate our poor, Earthlings and change them? We're defending Earth for what it is. We remember the good old days. We fight the aliens before we talk.
Good old days? You really think Earth is great now?
Hey, I'm talking to animals. This is 15 years plus.
I'm going to talk to the aliens, see what their plans are. Who knows? It could be a benefit to society.
Okay.
Because what if they're like the aliens from The Host, where they make everything peaceful and chill?
But you're losing. Humanity's dirty. This is what makes us so fun. That's what makes us do some of the best ideas.
Because the thing is, I would negotiate with the aliens and I'd be like, look, I'll let you guys take over the whole planet. But you're not going to take over me. And I get to be able to do what I want. I'm the Earth ambassador.
So you turned away your 15-year perfect repertoire, gained the trust of the human race with your superpower just to be like, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Take them all.
Yeah.
Take them all.
And then I'll still be able to do whatever the fuck I want.
And see, this is where
those people aren't going to be able to do anything about it.
I will save
I'll be driving in the middle of the street.
Kayla, we need to chill out. Because I think we might have a movie franchise on our hands. A 3-part series. First, the initial part, the founding of the powers.
Yes.
Then we go through that weird teen area where we're discovering.
Okay, wait. Listen. Sorry to cut you off.
No.
You have your own movie franchise. I have my own
crossover!
Separate. And we join up. It's like 2 separate journeys. We don't even
tell them. We don't even tell anybody.
And then the finale for both series is 1 movie combined.
In the world, you loved her in Girl Diplomat. You loved her in Woman Diplomat.
And you could just see me walking as a background character in your movies, and you walking as a background character in my movies.
We'll have the fucking Marvel nerds wait a minute. That silhouette, you see her hair bob? That's Kayla the diplomat, bro.
Yeah.
Listen. A 3-part movie fan. I think a crossover would hit a lot more. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me get fucking, not Scorsese.
Stan Lee is dead. So can't get him.
Wow, you really just tossed it. Usually, every Marvel fan just like pauses and like, what the fuck? Literally just saying anything. No. Like I'm saying, a 3-part movie series, but each of us have our own 3-part movie series, and then we do like an Endgame style crossover.
Directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
I want Jordan Peele in there too. I want him to be, because
Yeah.
not make it super like. Because I'm thinking we need to like alternatively. Because Marvel is nice, but it's a kids movie. But The Boys is still a superhero movie, but it's got its shit. So I want a nice edge on it.
Yeah. And I think we could do like what the Marvel movies do, where you have to wait until all the credits are over, and then they play a little clip. So we'll put like the tiniest little hints in those end clips. So only if you stay till the very end of the movie do you get to maybe slowly piece it together if you're smart enough.
See, we're gonna close this up because we might have our own series.
Yeah.
Listen.
If anybody has any celebrity numbers that I can call.
Bro, if anybody tries to steal my idea, I'm going to scream.
You can't. It has our likeness.
Our likeness?
What day is it? It's May 9th, 7:57 p.m. EST. We're trademarking this idea.
Listen, what was it? Girl Diplomat and Beast Boy. I don't know.
Beast Boy.
Well, Beast Boy's already taken. We'll workshop the name.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress. Okay. Speaking of movies.
Yes. I like movies.
Would you rather have, on Valentine's Day, right?
Okay.
Would you rather have a dinner alone or a movie alone? So, the dinner, obviously, everyone's like, oh, like everyone's a table for two. They know specific as Valentine's Day doing their shit.
What kind of restaurant is it? Does it have to be like a super duper duper fancy restaurant, or can it just be like a regular?
Nah, it's fancy enough.
Like a Boston Pizza.
So the reason why you're there is because the whole restaurant is on a discount. Ooh. Same with the movie theater. The whole thing is on a discount.
I love a good sale.
Right? You're gonna get like that $40 rib steak, whatever, only $25 because we know it's Valentine's Day. And so you come in, and you're like, I'll table for one, and the waiter looks at you weird. Okay, here's your table. Bada boom. But everyone in the room, table for two because it's a good deal and it's Valentine's Day. Same thing with the movies. There's a new movie that came out. You didn't know that it was going to be a rom-com. It looked like it was going to be like an action movie, and you're trying to get away from a rom-com, but you stumbled into it. You already spent your money and you already sat down. You're not getting up because you don't want people to think you're weird. So you sit there. So what do you pick?
Going to a restaurant.
Going to a restaurant.
Here's why.
Leave as fast as you can?
No. Number one, I've never been to a movie alone in my life, and I don't plan on ever doing it, ever. It's weird to me in my mind.
Come and speak the truth.
Because why wouldn't I just stream the movie online then?
No, but this is a new movie, only in theaters.
But like, in 2 days it's gonna be on some pirating website. Like,
wow, we don't buy it.
It just, So and with the restaurant, right? So here's my plan. I go into the restaurant. The waiter gives me that weird look when I say that it's only for one. And I look at the waiter guy and I'm like, yeah, this is my first Valentine's without him.
Oh!
And then you know what? I'm getting free cake at the end of that dinner.
Yeah. Why are you lying? You're like one of those people that lie. It's my birthday today. Okay.
Except I don't like doing that one because what if they ask me to see like my ID?
See, we're supposed to do that. That's what I was saying. Like we're supposed to do that at King of Pigs because we do have like a little special.
Yeah.
But like we barely like somebody like we thought it was so weird that people would lie about that. Like we can just walk in and like, what are you doing? Oh, it's just it's a birthday dinner. You can feel the authenticity of it that we don't even check. But no.
But what are you gonna do? Ask me to see a picture of my dead husband?
True.
Like you want me to bring the obituary in?
Prove it. Prove you had a happy life before this. I'm that waiter. You're not gonna get. You know how much?
You would not ask me.
$7 a slice. The cake is one of the best sellers of the restaurant.
Yeah, but you don't pay for it out of pocket, so you don't care.
You know what? You have the honor of speaking to the owner while you're being waited. and you try to
really
pull
don't
it.
like speaking to the owner.
What? Is that a thing? Because even when my old woman at King of Pigs,
Yeah.
me and Chelsea would sit in the mornings and chill and like have like a little like morning to drink. And even at lunchtime, if it's really slow, like I'll come to sit down or she'll come to sit down while one of us on our breaks. But when the boss would come and sit down, he's like, "So guys," and we does the same thing. We're just kind of like eating bread and just putting butter. Like I'm not gonna pull out a steak. I'm not gonna put out a piece of rib in front of him. But we do it. I know he knows we do it, but I'm not gonna do it in front of him because
it just feels like you're stealing.
Literally,
yeah.
Like I hate doing anything with the owner. I don't care how much of a friend you are. I know it deep down in you have to. The only way you can run a successful business, you have to look down on them.
Yeah.
In a weird way, like you can't. You're not equal to me. Like, go ahead.
That's like when I was working where I'm at now. Remember for International Women's Day, my boss took all three of us ladies from the office out for lunch.
Nice.
Even then, I was looking at the menu and I'm like, I'm going to pick the least expensive option from the ones that I'm looking at because it just feels like...
He offered to buy lunch.
I know he did.
He offered.
But at the same time, like, I don't want to be that person that, like, orders the $50 steak or whatever and, like, everyone else is ordering, like, a $12 meal. Like it's
I'm gonna push the envelope $25. Give me a rib combo. Give me the honest, big burger combo.
It wasn't that expensive of a place. Like they didn't have like
but why are you still lowballing?
Like steaks and stuff.
What did you end up getting there?
Oh, the what's it called? Chicken parm.
The chicken parm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was a good choice.
Okay. As long as you had a good choice. I mean, I can't really...
Because the thing is, it's not that I was picking the least expensive item on the whole menu. It's just I would go through, find like three things that I'm kind of debating on, and I would just pick the cheapest one out of the three. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I definitely when I know your dad's paying, I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't.
I don't give a fuck.
It's pretty obvious.
And like, hey, I'll grab a beer, and I just see your dad just look up to this.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey. You offered. I'm definitely again. I love how I don't know what this about this fucking podcast, but we're just in opposites because I have another answer for you. We're not done this train of thought.
Okay.
But with speaking of your dad, like my mindset is like, okay, you gave me the window. Your politeness will be your downfall. At any point in time, you can say stop or slow down, and I can do. But what did you say?
What?
Oh, I'm buying. Oh, like,
oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like not like, what do you say? No,
yeah.
But like, what would you I would say, like, I'm looking at you like, yeah, you said you're buying. I offered it like, oh, are we going out for dinner? Like, no, I'll take you out for dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess I'm getting this. I'm not gonna get the $50 steak, but I'm not looking at the cheapest thing in the menu.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the rib combo. I'm gonna get the surf and turf. I'm gonna get, the double burger that's like $18, not just the regular like soft cheeseburger. I want the Dave's gelato something, like whatever the fuck it is. But then going back to the dinner date versus the movie alone, I'm going to the movie alone.
Why?
Because I'm still.
You don't even like rom-coms.
I thought I'm in the same scenario as you. I thought it was one like an actiony whatever movie, but it stumbled into a rom-com. But everyone around me is a couple. And I'm trying to, like, I don't want to be weird by getting up after, like, everything's already settled down. Because I got in, I sat down, like, oh, cool, it's going to be a movie. And I realized it's a rom-com, like, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and, like, oh, my God, there's no action in this. And I can't just get up and leave. So that's why I'm going to the movie. But the dinner, I'm almost on the side with you of, like...
Because I feel like you would have picked the dinner.
No, this thing, I can see everybody too much in the dinner, and like the whole reason for the experiment was which area of seeing other people in love while you're not in love would you rather like take the bullet. It's still gonna suck either way, but I think being in the dinner, I'll be able to see love in motion too much. That would remind me of
because at least the movies is dark,
and then that movie there's something to focus on. And, like, whatever. But
you can always get like a booth in the back.
Yeah. But what is it about this podcast that we're opposites?
I don't know.
Are we meant to be?
Yeah.
How do you know? We're opposites. What did I tell you earlier today about us? We're on the phone, and I mentioned how we complete each other. What did I say about? I'm quizzing you, Kayla. This is your quiz of the day. Like you.
You know, I can't think.
What do you mean?
No thoughts in my brain.
Vivi, you're definitely a thinker.
It's no thoughts, but at the same time, very many thoughts, just not any thoughts that are useful to now.
Okay, so I don't know how we got on the topic, but it was along the lines...
We weren't playing Hangman.
No, it was along the lines of because I say like, oh, we work great together because...
Yeah. Oh, because we both hate people.
All right, yeah. So
yeah, that's what it was.
Interesting. By the way, how do we get him? It's not, oh, we hate people. Like, that's not like a... You know, we say it like in joking, like in a cynical way, like, or cynical way. You know, oh, yeah, we hate it. we hate people. No. Kayla, it's on I can see you.
Yeah, but the people that are listening can't see me.
Oh,
yeah.
They can hear your face.
But yeah, no, it's not everybody. But today, definitely the people that we work with.
I think today we were both just looking at each other like, is everyone taking dumb juice today? Even one of like the employees I work with that are usually like pretty chill for the most part because he lives like on the west side.
Yeah.
So he's not available until like 11 or 12 o'clock, which is fair because it's 3 hour difference. Like you're up at like 8 o'clock at least your time to be around. But also, why then are you not available past 5 o'clock? I would think, you know.
Oh yeah, true.
So you literally work from 1 p.m. to like 4, like I'm not getting on it, right? So for the amount of time that you're actually available and doing your thing, you're pretty chill for the most part. But today was next time post it in the general channel so that everybody else is aware. I'm like, all right, I mean I can, but again, this isn't my issue, bub. Like I'm just the messenger. I'm just the one trying to resolve the situation. You're mad at the situation and you're putting on like next time post it. I'm like, okay, like I'll do it because you know me. I'm fucking petty. Yeah. So yeah, don't worry. You'll be hearing a lot of tags from things. Like, don't tag me for this. Like, no. I want to be sure that you don't miss anything, prick. Yep. But yeah, everyone was just on their fucking weird shit today. Like, I know even to you today, you're telling me about, you know, old boy who was doing shit. We're not going to name names. I'm not going to out anybody. But motherfuckers just being willfully hard-headed. Like, don't book me for this. Okay, but...
Long story short, my boss told me to start confirming schedule times for this one employee. And we both know that when I slot things in the schedule for certain days, he'll just do them whenever he feels like it. So sometimes a couple days before, maybe a couple days after. If I'm really lucky, he will do it that day. But it's probably not because he saw that I put it in for that day. He just felt like doing it that day.
And when you ask, why don't they fire him? Oh, he's related to the
he's
owner.
Related to the owner, so
there you go.
He'll be there forever. But I told her, I'm like, I can do that, but then it's going to look bad on us because I'm confirming dates, and we both know that he's still going to do it whenever he feels like it. And that happened today. I had scheduled him in for something that was actually high priority and something that needed to be done today. And he looked me in my face through Microsoft Teams and said, no. Not gonna happen.
And then we said, like, for future reference, don't do this. Like, I got you already another one for Thursday.
Yeah, I already did it again. See you on Thursday.
And everyone's on their weird shit today, man. Like, I really don't know what it was. Like, at the end of the day, I really had, like, a sort of, like, grounding moment through the chaos. And I just said, you know, fuck it. Like, this is so, like, this isn't worth me being personally upset about.
Yep.
Because it's on some bullshit. And the way that people are reacting, and, like, I don't cuss at work. But this guy likes to cuss at work just to kind of show that he can, because he knows he can never get fired. Yeah. And, like, you know, he tried to cuss at me for something that I didn't. I'm like, hey, in my mind, I'm like, I could have every right to cuss at you back, but, you know, I'm not going to taint whatever type of reputation I have at work, because this is going to be a stepping stone for whatever else I do next. So I'm going to keep my head down, do my job, and just, like, gain all the experience I can. And everything I'm doing, I'm cooking my fucking thumb in it, you know? Like, every piece of the operation has a piece of me in it. So, like, even for future references, when somebody asks, so what did you do at this previous company? I'm like, well, I did it. I did it all from point A to point B. So,
Good job.
Now, I have another little question for you. Okay. Culo, left or right. You have a family, right?
I do have one, yes.
A mother, a father, and a little brother.
Yep.
Let's say Jesse was only like 2 or 3 years younger than you.
Okay.
So, would you rather have a family band or a family reality show? Not a scripted show like, hey, there go, good luck, Charlie.
But like the Kardashians?
Yeah, like it's just like, IRL. You're still living at home. Let's say you're like Parsley University, so like you're still like doing adult shit, but you're coming home, and it's just, you're home for like the holidays, and you're interacting with your brother, you're acting with your dad. Classic, no filter. How they usually, all the bullshit y'all talk about, the way you talk about it, the way you gossip about certain things, like all of that mixed up.
And if we're a band, we're musically talented?
Yeah.
Or do we have the same musical skills that we currently possess?
No, you're musically talented.
Okay. I'm going to say family band.
Family band? Interesting. Interesting.
I would say reality TV show, but I know some of the stuff my parents say would get our whole family canceled, and I don't want to be involved in that. So it's better if we can give them lyrics to go off of that are, like obviously scripted. This is what you say. I'll be the front man for any PR situations, and they'll just be in the background.
A family band.
Yeah, I think that's just the best overall decision.
Can I build a band? Can I build your band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who do you think is playing
Jesse
what?
on electric guitar, lead
Okay.
guitar. The Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
The girlies love him. We got Mama on the bass.
Okay.
Top hat, long hair,
Yeah.
but Mama on the bass. And of course Heinrich on the drums because he's the foundation of the family. He's father. He keeps everybody in check. He's fun when at times he's a prankster, but he's still firm.
Yeah.
And of course you as lead singer.
And tambourine girl.
Yes. And you guys will be an alternative Christian heavy metal band.
Oh God.
Or a reality show.
I'm picking a reality show.
Wait. You're not like singing. You're not out here just like, hallelujah. Like you're not doing all that extra stuff. You're alternative. So the young kids would like you, like, come on, guys.
Am I like Creed?
Oh, I'll give you Creed.
Okay. If I'm like Creed, then yeah, I'll do it.
Like every time people ask you, like, oh yeah, we're technically a Christian band. We have
prayer
prayer service.
But like mainstream, like non-Christians will still like listen to us, and they don't really know unless somebody tells them. You know
that part.
Okay, that I can do.
All right, I need to push on just one more time.
Yeah.
Let's say we're the other thing. Like you're being booked by Joel Osteen and T.D. Jakes. Like
who's that?
Oh. They're like they're literally the demographic of super pastors that are flying private jets and all, like having these huge prayer services and having on like donate now and come to our facility.
Are they black?
Black,
or are they
and
white?
T.D. Jakes is black. Joel Osteen is white, and my mom watched both of them motherfuckers.
See, my mom only got into church on TV once the pandemic started.
My mom was into that shit in and out. Like she was T.D. Jakes sermons on the, and Joel Osteen every Sunday. Like you said, exactly what you imagine. They have the fancy earpiece in, they're in their full suit. They give a sermon in front of like 100,000 people. And even in like the state that they're in where there was like a hurricane and stuff like that, he closed his doors to make sure that nobody could come in because, we can't, this is the house of God. It's not a refugee camp. We're not going to tarnish this beautiful area. This is the house. Like, it's weird shit like that. The super pastors. Okay. You're supposed to be, humble and for the people, but you're just like, here, donate to this number and help buy my book and do all this stuff. Like, let's spread the word of God. Let's spread his goodness. So, okay, so you're being booked by that guy. Like, you play music you play in his musical band, straight Christian worship music, but you're talented and you're famous in the Christian world. Or a reality TV show and take the burn of whatever conversation.
Yeah, no, I'll still be the Christian.
The Christian, you're really that afraid
of Creed.
You're being that afraid of just a few of the things that they may accidentally slip up.
Yeah.
And it'll be a close up of like, I don't care if this camera's here. I'm not gonna let that. I'm not painting anything. Is
it? Nah, because it's easier for me to hide not being Christian around Christians than it would be to hide both of my parents from the entire world.
Yeah. Well, I'm going with Actually, reality show.
Yeah.
I think a reality show would be fucking.
I think it would be so funny.
So messy. CPS, an early reality show, like when we were younger, when my mom was just kind of like trying to hold everything together, doing like a crazy 15-year-old just doing shit, like another thing, like, and two bratty like girl, like that. It was chaos. My mom like throwing frying pans, screaming every day. She just screams in the house. Sure, come clean it. Yes, like it was like. Running on crazy on. So yeah, the reality show would be funny. Okay, no, we'll make a good time. I've had a lot that we want to talk about. Like I'm not. Yeah. I've only touched the tip of the iceberg. So I have a fact here. I'm gonna bring out. Usually Kayla likes to do a fun fact, but now it's time for a Bino fun fact. So Kayla, as I'm pulling up this fun fact, could you tell me? Let me see. What is, or when do you think the oldest piece of graffiti was? Like how old do you think like the first graffiti was, or first things of graffiti? Give me a year. Say like 300 years, 100 years, 50 years, 80 years. Like give me a number from today. A couple of closer.
I have to do it. Like I can't just give you a year.
You can give me a year, and I can do the math reverse.
1886.
1886?
Yeah.
So that's like roughly, that's almost 150 years or so or 120 years. There's graffiti that is thousands of years old. And the thing here, the oldest graffiti in the world can be found in Egypt, where ancient people wrote all over the tombs and temples, including complaints like, I can't read the hieroglyphics. And in places like Rome, where people used to draw very rude things on the walls, some things just never change. And that's not just like, we're just people, man. We just say shit. Watching porn, getting drunk, doing that, like, we're weird people. But yeah, thousands Egyptian hieroglyphics. So in hieroglyphics saying, I can't read this. In hieroglyphics saying like,
your hieroglyphs suck.
The hoe is gonna love this. Like you're an architect, it's like laughing for 16 minutes straight as you're crystalling this bitch in, dog. Like,
imagine caveman graffiti. Your stick people suck.
Bro, it's
is that a cow or a deer?
You did like a fucking palm slap on the wall, like. You ruined my drawing. No, I made it this. Like, caveman drawing. Like,
you ruined your drawing. I made it better.
Motherfuckers, we're just being people. From day one, it's more complicated now. What's killing you about the graffiti? Hold on, what's up?
I don't know. I think it's just that it's for the sole purpose of, like, making fun of somebody else.
Yeah. Well, why are we like that?
Because, like, graffiti now, for the most... I mean, like, obviously there is, like, dumb graffiti, but like when you think graffiti, you think like people like tagging and stuff on the sides of trains, like that sort of stuff. You don't really think of like your writing sucks.
People are just fucking. People say, "Oh, this society is like this generation." Be like, nah, that's just human nature, baby. We just don't have good documentation of it now. But kids have been gonna be annoying. Young teens are gonna be destructive. Young adults, forget about it. Forget about it. Like I saw this one post on Twitter where it's like a video of girls in the club shaking ass. Yeah. And then some dude's like, this generation is never gonna have grandmothers. And motherfuckers leaning like, yo granny probably was doing just not documented. And then there's that other documentary coming out, like that party series. I don't know what it's called, but like where aunties are not coming out, like, listen, Freaknik.
Yep.
There's a woman of this famous picture of there's like 4 dudes in the outside of a car spreading her hairy asshole, and like you could see like in this grainy of the photos you can see the whole taint.
Yep.
And the woman's like, this is ruining my life. I have grandchildren.
That's because that's back before like social media and stuff, so they really thought they were safe.
Mm-hmm. But now here we are.
But now here we
are.
We're
talking about like, oh, this generation's not gonna have grandmothers. No.
Honestly, I like that they're doing that though, because I feel like the older generation hates on the younger generation for being too provocative and doing all this stuff. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, it's just because ours is documented and we don't care that it's documented.
You guys were out here doing shit, and even some of the unks, like I don't want to get too political, but even some of like the uncles and dads are talking right now. Back in the day, you were having the narrative like, well, if you dress like a slut, then you're gonna get raped like a slut. Like, why are you showing yourself off? You're just asking for it, like, and people are gonna be like, isn't that pastor thingy over there like outing motherfucking like straight bigotry on the and they deserve it because I mean you said that shit.
Own up to it.
So yeah, the oldest graffiti. All right, let me just throw in a random fact. We don't have to talk about it that much. Okay. Remember when I was saying earlier, sometimes one of the best things in life or some of the biggest things in life was just coming from an accident.
Yes.
The slinky.
The
slinky. So that coil is really just some scientists were doing science shit and elbow knocked one of over, and they were astonished at the motion at which it fell as it was rolling down some stairs. And they thought that they had like a great toy idea, so they threw away science and Slinky.
The Slinky Company.
Not the Slinky Company, but they have the idea nowadays. One of the most popular. It's like the Slinky, the Rubik's Cube, and then another thing are like one of like more modern, most popular toys. So yeah, straight fact.
I've never been able to solve a Rubik's Cube.
I know, everyone's known a Rubik's Cube guy, the one that go like.
Yeah, the ones that time me. I can do it in 6 seconds, and then
that's their
like, good
that's
for
their
you.
thing. No.
I have a life.
Stop. I know it's just an easy arithmetic, and it's like playing 2048 or something. Like the moment you get like the pattern, you just work the pattern.
It's something about like having one on the corner of each. I just.
The people that's like, time me. You know who I used to be?
The Stack Cups guy.
Stack Cups kid, baby. Our school would have a thing every like 2 years or 3 years when it's like it's like jump rope for heart or like whatever like foundation, and like you get timed, and I got a T-shirt and a hat because I was one of the placers, and you just have to set up 6, 6, 6, and then break them all down and put all 3 up top. Like I was running that bitch in like 18 to 20 seconds. I know that's not much comparable to like the other. Shut up. You know the trick is the tip of your finger, the bottom. You see the arch here where your pinky, meets the top of your palm. That's the most crucial part because that's how you separate each cup as you're bringing it up, and then you guide it down. You have to.
I have 2 little hands. You think my hands are little now? They were littler when I was younger.
This is like elementary school. It's like grade 6.
I fit in toddler's gloves.
Put your hands up. I have woman's hands. These are the same size of this is the same size of my mom's hands right now.
Yeah, well, your mom's hands are like an inch taller than mine.
I thought you said your mom has some. I was waiting for
an your mom has some big ass hands.
I was waiting for the inside. Do you guys ever do that?
I never do Sarah like that.
Like I'm just like I just armored up. I'm like, all right, here comes the zinger. I was like, it's bigger than an inch. Like, oh, okay, that's it. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so Slinky was an accident.
Slinky was
an
accident.
So let's bring it down a bit. Let's put down the lights. Let's get serious for a moment.
Okay.
Do you think grade 7 Kayla would be impressed with the Kayla that she sees right now? Like if the door would open and they were to walk in and hang out with you for 30 minutes, do you think that they would think that you're cool or that you're, whatever? And they know that you're a future them. Like that phenomena exists.
I think they would think I'm cool. I don't think they would be impressed with me.
Oh my God, Kim. So did you have different ambitions as a grade 7 year?
Oh, at that age, I was dead set on being a pediatrician. Oh. So I'd be looking at myself like, what did you do with your life? You're supposed to be a doctor.
I'll look at that little shit like, listen, man.
You're supposed to be married with like 4 kids by now, a full doctor like career. Like you're supposed to be living in a house. Have a maid service. Like I had plans.
You're giving yourself to. I was looking at myself. Like I would be impressed that I'm still playing guitar, but I'll be like, okay, so you're not a rock star, so you didn't, go off in a band and.
I think you'd be like, oh, so you're married.
I'm telling you, I was a virgin before I met Kayla. I don't know where this notion
Isn't like grade 7 the year you lost it?
13, whatever that age is. Cause I got bust my first nut the summer between grade 6 and grade 7, and that's like you're 11, 12.
Something like that.
It was just some. It was probably August.
I think it was grade 8.
No. It was the summer of grade 7 to grade 8. But I had my birthday already, so I was already 13. It was like in August or whatever. But yeah, it was good on a towel outside. It was. I mean, if it happened.
Yeah.
I'm just filling in for the story.
A child.
A child. I was slanging dick.
Just barely a teenager.
Oh, so
only been a teenager for a month.
And I don't know. There's really not much to do in a small town. Like
your town was way bigger than mine. And you don't find me losing my virginity.
Wow!
A month after my 13th birthday.
Wow! What are you talking about? Losing your virginity? Like it's such a big thing. Like, bro, we slanging dick. Do you think? Honestly, now, Kayla, I'm gonna ask you this. So, I'm gonna put myself out there, right? And I'm ready for criticism. I'm ready for it. If I hadn't been exposed, not saying exposed, but like let's say I didn't find porn or try to have sex with girls growing up the way I did, do you think things would be different the way I am right now with things, or do you think I kind of still would have came to this point?
I think not necessarily you not finding out about porn, but I feel like if you found out or like watched porn a couple of years later, like still while you're in high school, but not quite as early as you did, I think it would be a little bit different.
How?
You definitely wouldn't be as horny all the time.
Who is horny all the time? Who is horny all the time?
You are.
I'm this guy. I like to take things slow. I like to enjoy my meal.
You see even a hint, like a crevice. You love crevices.
Who says?
Crevasses.
Thank you. Sorry, I just want to make sure you said it right. The pronunciation. Solid. But yes, go ahead and go on. Your
dick is immediately erect. And not just like a little bit, like mad hard.
No, I got erectile dysfunction. It don't happen like that. Oh, let me try Viagra one time.
No, you don't need it.
I want to see.
You need anti-Viagra.
I want to see.
You need to take a pill every day that suppresses it. Because then maybe you would only get hard a normal amount of time.
A normal amount of times is every day.
Yeah, but not all day, every day.
Listen.
If I mention sex, your dick is hard.
Let me try it one time.
If you see two girls kissing on the TV, your dick is hard.
One time. Let me try it one time. The end of Hell's Paradise, bro, was torture.
Yeah.
But let me try Viagra one time. I just want to see what would be to have like a sense, like to be
in 20 years you can try it.
In 20 years?
Yeah.
Bro.
Because maybe by then you'll need it.
No. I need to try it in my prime. What is it like to have a super dick?
You're just going to give yourself a heart attack.
Huh? No.
Yeah.
Babe, why you look so sad? Put your eyebrows down. You're gonna have a heart attack. What? This is pure African Ironhide right here, bro.
No. Because, okay, so there was this guy, right? He was at a party with one of my friends. I don't know him personally. I just know my friend.
Know of him.
And she was at the party and she told me about it. And this guy took a Viagra and his dick wouldn't go down.
So, yeah.
So he had to call the ambulance. And he had to go to the hospital because it's dangerous for you to have your dick hard for more than a few hours. Like, his dick would not go down. Because there's too much blood going to your dick and not to literally everywhere else where you need it.
I need it in my dick.
You don't need that much in your dick.
I want to see it like that motherfucker like puffed out, like not even this regular puffed up, like like you can see each individual like it's pulsating and shit, ready to go. You don't get any of that like mid sex worm dick. Like you're sitting here just.
We don't have that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How would you know? Are you just amping me up, baby?
No.
Okay. What is this question you have about radio?
Yes.
What is this question you have about radio?
I don't understand how radio works. Okay, listen. So when I drive to work, I listen to the radio in the mornings because that's when they have the most interesting topics of conversation.
Cool.
And they're always doing giveaways, like $20,000 or like a fully paid weekend getaway this place. And you don't pay to listen to the radio. So where is the money coming from?
Sponsors.
Why would people sponsor
Ads. Every commercial break is
yeah, but I feel like the commercial breaks.
It's a lot of money, Kayla.
Is it a lot of money?
It is a lot of money. That all of radio's. I'm not mansplaining you. I'm not going to walk in here and just like.
I was thinking it's like $100 a week or something, and you get like 2 ads a day.
Bro, pizza.
Yeah.
For every day, once a day, for a 5-minute mark within Z103, Toronto's most popular radio station, is millions to submit
for like the whole year.
Well, yeah, this every day.
So there's not like a 10,000 per year.
And so some of the more local ones, like they may be less, but ad revenue is nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at. I'll after stream, I'm kind of like not blindsided by the question, but I'll pull up some numbers for you after this and just put you at ease. The answer to the question: we're getting this money. You guys are always paid.
This is for free. It's a free service. Where's this money coming from?
It's a free service that.
Like the weekend getaway ones, I get because like I don't know, maybe you reached out to an airline, they gifted the tickets, you reached out to a hotel,
cash prizes,
like
but $1,000 a day, $1,000 a week for a year.
No, they do $20,000 giveaway. That's what they call it. It's a whole thing. Also, I don't know how radio works. Obviously they track listeners, right? Like they have like a view count kind of thing, but I don't know how immediately it's updated. So what I like to do and what makes me feel good, and it's probably very silly, is anytime they play a song that I hate, I change the radio station.
It affects it
because I want them to know that this song sucks.
It affects it. Your voice is being heard.
Okay.
Because they track not just the whole song, but even when do you switch off a song. So with streaming and stuff like that, it's technically not counted as a listen until they've listened past the 30 seconds or more than 30 seconds of the song. So if somebody is skipping through a playlist, people are like, oh, how come my shit's not going up? I'm in this most popular playlist. Your song sucks. People are skipping it.
I didn't know if the radio was going to be like that immediate or if it was going to be like a little bit of a time delay, so you would just see the number go from like 150 down to like 149.
But like I mean, just think about like what is that show we were watching, the Champion show? The pennies is where the dollars come from or whatever.
Oh,
so when
queen pins.
Yeah, when you pinch when you pinch it to the point where you have like a system of figuring out that for some reason, whenever we play like the dance monkey, I go, wow, her voice is so annoying to me, this and that. But for some reason, every time we play that song, whoever's been switching radio channels is staying on that song. Or we find that people don't switch channels when the song is playing comparable to our regular thing where we're getting an influx. Like we're not getting an influx. So that's valuable information.
Good.
To just, okay, we'll drive sales here.
My voice is being heard.
We can charge a higher revenue because we know we're in peak hours because people are waiting for their whatever playlist. So it's good.
Every time they play Meghan Trainor, I change the channel.
Yep, your voice is being heard. All right, the last thing I want to talk about before we break off here, because we got to get to our premiere soon.
Yeah, we're recording this the same day. Hey guys.
Literally minutes before. Hey, how's it going? Our daily, not really daily, but I think we can do like maybe a streamly, like you don't see the hype for this, and I want both of us to look for something that we don't see.
I put one down.
Don't see the hype for.
Yeah.
Me personally, birthday balloons, not birthday balloons for kids or whatever. I'm talking about you're 24.
Oh, the number ones.
And you got your 21st birthday, and you're sitting there with your balloons of like 2 and 4. It's like 24 birthday. I don't see Why?
You know why?
Why?
Those are purely to take pictures for Instagram in front of.
Okay, so I guess I'm not. It's not my world.
It's just an aesthetic thing, and like
Mm-hmm.
it's something like, oh, all the girlies are doing this, so I have to do it, so I can be cool, kind of thing.
I feel that. And so your next thing here, I see why concerts, because concerts are.
No, I don't understand why anybody goes to concerts.
Period.
But number one, expensive. Like, so expensive. Expensive as fuck. Anyone worth seeing is really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, I just feel like this is going to make people mad.
Lean right into the mic. I want you to
A lot of times, their live music is worse than the recorded and auto-tuned music.
That's the nature of music.
And so why would I want to go?
The experience.
And stand or sit. I don't even know. Like, are there seats?
Not all the time. Not for
so
most of the...
why you want to stand there for hours to listen to music from what may be your favorite artist, but is subpar to what you normally listen to because it hasn't been auto-tuned.
It's an experience.
And you're just surrounded by a bunch of people. And, like, they're all screaming. And everyone has their phones out. Nobody's actually, like, visually watching the experience. They're all watching it through their camera phone.
You're attacking, like, a whole group of...
And then, like, especially the people... The ones that make me the most mad are Harry Styles fans, K-pop fans, and Taylor Swift fans, because they all are just collectively standing there screaming and crying, like tears down their face. Why? For what?
I mean, I'm saying if Moneybagg Yo shook my hand, I might tear up a little bit.
Yeah, but these people aren't even touching Taylor Swift. They're just looking at her. They're like, oh my god, this is so great. And they spend, like, I've been seeing, especially since Taylor Swift's been doing her Eras tour, I've been seeing a lot of TikToks where people are like, come shop with me for my Eras concert outfit. And they, like, spend so much money just for an outfit that nobody's going to see because you're standing shoulder to shoulder with people. Like, only 10 people are actually going to maybe notice your outfit out of the whole concert venue.
We see...
You might as well just show up in leggings and a t-shirt because... is not going to make any difference.
Baby, the title of the thing was you don't see the hype, not run in with a pitchfork. I
feel very strongly about this.
I'm like, bro, you just say, like, oh, yeah, as concerts, not for me. I don't see the hype. I just get it. But like, y'all some duku shit.
I would just rather watch music videos on my big screen TV on acid. It's the same experience. Yeah, I guarantee you. It's honestly probably way better.
So, guys, with that, that's our show. Haters, just absolute haters. Can I give our socials? I gotta follow.
Okay. You could be watching us live right now. On Twitch. At The Crazy Gates. That's the letter G, the number 8S. And then everywhere else, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, it's Crazy Gates Podcast. That's Crazy, the letter G, the number 8S Podcast. And we'll see y'all next week, I guess.
Bye.
Bye.